Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Nur Shafika binti Abdul Rahman. Today, my group will present about the implementation of information system in an organization which is SEMDABI Berhad. We are presented for Professor Maria Dr. Masita binti Ahmad. Here is my group members. First of all, I would like to present about introduction to SEMDABI Berhad. For your information, SEMDABI Berhad was established in October 1910 and got the name from two Europe business partners, which is William Sim and Henry Darby. William Sim and Henry Darby founded SEMDABI & Co. in Malacca. SDB is the largest conglomerate in Malaysia and one of the largest in the Southeast Asia. They have more than 200,000 employees. SDB are headquartered in Malaysia with operation in 18 countries and territories across the Asia-Pacific region. Besides that, SEMDABI Berhad is listed on the main market of Bursa Malaysia Security Berhad. In addition, they are partnered with some of the world's best brands to deliver quality products and services to their customers. SEMDABI Berhad broadly diversified activities include a wide range of industry with the core business operate in and serve the industrial, plantation, motors, logistics, healthcare, and other segments. SEMDABI Berhad are open to any type of pupil in Malaysia. They also have Ramsay SEMDABI Healthcare Hospital that offering full inpatient and outpatient medical and surgical services, advanced diagnostic, and 24 hours emergency services. Not only that, in 2018, BMW Group Malaysia and SEMDABI Auto Engineering SDAE, a division of SEMDABI Motors today, opened the doors to the new SDAE engine assembly facility in Kulim, Kedah. And in 2019, SEMDABI Berhad Swedish Auto appointed as dealer for Volvo in Malaysia. SEMDABI Berhad Vision. SEMDABI Berhad have only one vision, which is to be the leading motors and industrial player in Asia Pacific. As today, they already operation in 18 countries across Asia Pacific such as Singapore, South Korea, Brunei, and the others. SEMDABI Berhad Organization Mission. There are 4 missions in SEMDABI Berhad, which is first, committed to developing a winning portfolio of sustainable businesses. The second mission is subscribe to good corporate governance and high ethical values. The third mission is deliver superior financial returns through operational excellence and high performance standards. And the last one is provide an environment for our people to realize their full potential. SEMDABI Berhad Organization Objective. SEMDABI Berhad has 3 objectives. The first one is to promote integrity, transparency, accountability, and responsiveness. The second is ensure appropriate checks and balance between division and the groups. Lastly is cultivate ethical business behavior through the Code of Business Conduct. SEMDABI Berhad Organization Goals. SEMDABI Berhad aims to be the leading motors and industrial player in Asia Pacific with improved trading and services business models, balanced portfolio exposure, and long-standing partnership with established brands. SEMDABI Berhad are well positioned to leverage on the region grow and rising in affluence. Sam Darby Berhad corporate value. There are 4 corporate value. The first is integrity. Uphold high level of personal and professional value in all our business interaction and decisions. The second one is respect and responsibility. Respect for the individual we interact with and the environment that we operate in, and commit to being responsible in all our actions. The third one is excellence. Strengthen the horizon of growth for ourselves and our business through our unwavering ambition to achieve outstanding personal and business results. And the last one is enterprise. Seek and seize opportunities with speed and agility, challenging set boundaries. Organization chart. As you can see, this is Board of Director in Sam Darby Berhad. While this is Board Executive Leadership in Sam Darby Berhad.
Sam Darby Company consists of 4 core unit business in key growth sector, which are industrial, healthcare, logistics, and motor. One is industrial. Sam Darby Industrial or SDI core business are in the sale and rental of heavy equipment and power system. Second is motor. Sam Darby Motor is the automotive arm of Sam Darby Berhad. Sam Darby Motor actively invested across the entire value from assembly, importation, distribution, retail, to after-sale and service retail. Sam Darby Motor also acts as a bridge between its principal and client. Third is healthcare. Sam Darby Healthcare, or also known as Ramsay Sam Darby Healthcare, does research and innovative practice with commitment to collaboration to medical advancement. The benchmark itself against the world-class standard, along with consistently providing and improving their healthcare service to its patients. Fourth is logistics. Sam Darby Logistics focus on provides value-added service such as ship tailing and tagging, container-related service, sorting and repacking general cargo, and others. Sam Darby Logistics will continue to expand and reach in the port and logistics business through exceptional port handling service. Enterprise System is the main system in Sam Darby Berhad Company. Enterprise System has other 3 systems under it, which are Transaction Processing System (TPS), Enterprise Resource Planning System (ERPS), and Customer Relationship Management System (CRMS). One is Transaction Processing System (TPS). TPS is a system that captures and processes comprehensive detail. This system includes order entry, inventory control, payroll, account receivable, and general ledger. This system has several advantages, which are increased customer loyalty, monitor and track customer interaction, and superior provide service to customer. 2 is Enterprise Resource Planning System (ERPS). ERPS is more focused on business process and a set of collection of integrated program for a whole enterprise, multi-site, and multinational organization. The core of ERPS framework is database shared by all users. ERPS has several advantages, which are 1. Elimination of costly legacy systems that are inflexible. 2. Improve access to data for operational decision-making. 3. Improve of work process. 3 is Customer Relationship Management System (CRMS). CRMS manage all aspects of customer meeting, including marketing and advertising, sales, and customer service. The objective of CRMS is to understand and anticipate the needs of current and prospective clients. There are several key features of CRMS, which are sales management, contact management, customer support, and marketing automation.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Atira binti Mat Khasal. I will explain about MIS, the meaning of Management Information System. Management Information System are used by technical manager to monitor the organization current performance status. The function of information management is improve decision making, efficient operation, better communication. This is the component of IMS. Firstly, hardware. After that, software. Second, data. And then procedure. And lastly, people. After that, I will explain about the Decision Support System, DSS. Decision Support System are used by senior management to make non-routine decisions. The component of DSS, firstly, Model Management System, User Interface, and lastly, knowledge base. There are 5 types of DSS. Firstly, communication driven, model driven, knowledge driven. And then the advantage of DSS, it will give the automated monotonous manager process, which means more of the manager time can be spent on decision making. It also can improve interpersonal communication. The disadvantage of DSS, the cost to develop and implement of DSS is a hard capital investment. After that, DSS may lead to information overload because an information system.
Okay, now I will present about Sundarbi SWOT analysis. Sundarbi Berhad is a trading and logistic company. The company also develop and invest in a commercial, industrial, real estate properties and provide trading, engineering and technical, port and logistic, and also water management service. Geographically, the company operates in Malaysia, Singapore, China, Australia, Southeast Asia, and other. Sundarbi is headquartered in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. SWOT analysis of Sundarbi analyzed the company with the strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. In the Sundarbi SWOT analysis, the strength, weakness are the internal factor, where opportunities and threat is an external factor. Okay, now I will present about Sundarbi strength number 1. Okay, number 1 is a strong financial performance. Sundarbi Berhad reported a net profit RM820 million for the financial year end 30 June 2020. Number 2, they have an excellent backup and support by Malaysian government. Sundarbi Berhad received an excellent backup and support by Malaysia government in their effort to the economically and education. Number 2 is one of the major business house in all Malaysia. Sundarbi is the world's largest listed plantation company and the world's largest producer of the certified sustained palm oil, CSPO. Number 4 is balance revenue. Balance revenue stream. Motor segment, plantation, industry, property, energy, and utility healthcare. Sundarbi is diversion multinational and an important player of Malaysia economy with business in key growth sector, namely plantation property, industrial equipment, motor and logistics with the operation in 25 countries and 4 territories. Now we move to the Sundarbi witness. Number 1 is legal claim affecting the brand image of the company. Sundarbi Plantation to investigate sexual harassment claim in their estate. Number 2 is accused of light some of fire of Indonesia plantation that caused widespread pollution issue in Malaysia and Singapore. Both of Sundarbi Plantation and KLK have denied involved in the fire, adding that they strict no burning policy. Number 3 is Sundarbi Plantation is not utilize the waste from the milling process and are productive palm oil tree. Sundarbi wasted effluent management had reduced an impact of the group operation on the environment. Number 4 is the internal currency fluctuation in a risk. Foreign currency transaction and monetary item are translate into the fluctuation currency using the exchange rate prevalence and the transaction date and the end of the reporting period respectively. Now we move to the Sundarbi opportunities. Number 1 is a technological advance in plantation. Scientific and technological development, especially in the use of drone and robotic technology, will allow Sundarbi Plantation Berhad to remain the operation efficient, sustainable and competitive. Number 2, Sundarbi Industrial E-Commercial Platform launch. Sundarbi Industrial Sendirian Berhad and DG Telecommunication under the Digital Business Arm DGS launch Industrial Wallet. Number 3 is a collaboration with the University for R&D. Sundarbi make a collaboration with the research team under the claim of Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia, Yayasan Sundarbi Berhad. Number 4 is a inorganic growth strategy. Sundarbi Plantation Chief Operation Officer Downstream Muhammad Haris Muhammad Arshad say we drive by combination of organic and inorganic growth. Okay, now I will present about the Sundarbi threat. Number 1 is a global financial crisis. Despite challenging market conditions brought about the COVID outbreak in the second half of the financial year. Number 2 is unfavorable government and political conditions can affect the brand and operation efficiently. The company must also adapt to the current policy for all matters involved and constantly changing according to the current policies. Number 3 is negative sentiment in the Indonesia against Malaysia company and people. Sundarbi Berhad released the information on the issue, say that there were no systemic problem in operational based on the company recently internal evaluation. Number 4 is a competitor aggressively and intense competition. Another conglomerate in the palm oil sector is IOI Corporation Berhad. Okay, now I will present about the action plan that we should do in Sundarbi Berhad. Number 1 is a working capital management. The group extensively involved inventory management policy to adapt a damper market and relation trade term with the key stakeholder. Number 2 is shareholder. They launch various sale and after sale promotion to get many customers as possible in their showroom and workshop. Number 3 is a life-saving commitment.
Standardized control develop support the life-saving commitment will be incorporated in safety management system across Sime Darby Industrial. Number 4 is role and responsible. The commit assign the board and in the discharge in the main responsible of identity, principle, risk and key trend and the deliberation strategy action plan to mitigate the impact of such risk. Number 5 is employer engagement. It resists of encouraging response rate with the demonstrate the employer commitment toward the market Sime Darby and the engage workshop and engages workplace. Okay, now we move to the recommendation. There is 3 recommendations based on the issue on the weakness of the Sime Darby. Number 1 is a legal law claim affecting of the brand image of the Sime Darby. For this recommendation, the company must to make a statement of the complaint with the respect of the best practice, where all the listed company is required to identify the area of the law, legislation and the listed requirements should be prepared by the Sime Darby in their annual report. Number 2 is the accused of light some of fire on Indonesia plantation caused whispered of pollution issue. Okay, for this issue, we recommend of Sime Darby must have satellite monitor system. Each of the estate also have their own prevention team that is well required and trained to combat the fire. Number 3 is internal currency fluctuation is a risk. For the best way to protect foreign return is to invest in the mutual fund or exchange trade fund that are high-grade.
Conclusion. In conclusion, Sime Darby Berhad is one of the organizations in Malaysia based diversified multinational involved in key growth sectors, namely plantation, property, motors, industry equipment, energy and utilities and healthcare. The existing of information system department is important to the organization. In this assignment, we have discussed some of the type of information system available at SDP that make them more effective and efficient. We also discuss the weaknesses, strengths, opportunities, and threats of the information system at SDP. In addition, the information system is very useful right now because the technology is getting bigger and wider. Everyone uses the technology in their daily life, so that this technology also have been applied in this organization to make sure their organization always keep updated with the new technology. With all the advantage of high technology, Sime Darby Berhad is equipped with several of intelligent features, system and activity. Without this information system, it can reduce and give biggest problem to the Sime Darby Berhad because all the activity in the company depend to the system.